This is Tim Osberg from Travel Track on Sirk TV. I'm here in Sonoma County, California to visit the Kunde Winery. We'll be talking to both the owner and the winemakers about what it takes to create a great vintage.
So where we're going right now is this is an idea I came up with about 7 years ago, and we've had it open for about 5 years. This is what we call our mountaintop, and this is a wonderful experience that we have for our guests. And where we're a lot different from a lot of wineries and tasting rooms and whatnot is we want to do everything we can to get the people in the vineyards. What we've got here, this is one of our special places, our probably most special place. It's called Mountaintop Tasting. And it's an idea that I came up with quite a few years ago. As a kid growing up on this property, this was one of my special places I would come to, hang out, maybe have a beer or two, it all depends. And this place is a really special place for me. And it's a place now that we've developed that I actually built. And we bring our guests up here. Our thing is about getting the people, our guests, out of the tasting room and get them into the vineyards. And this is a venue that they can come to every day, any time of the year, and see the vineyards, see the region, understand the terroir. Just being in the wine country and smelling it, it's a different sense. It's much different, but you get a great appreciation for it. And that's where we have people really like our brand, because they see what we do, how we farm, how we have just tremendous employees here that have been with us for a long, long time, and how everybody's truthfully part of the family.
The lifeblood of the vine is here. But it's also a connection to family. I mean, could you sort of
That's exactly right. There's a definite connection of family. In fact, up here, this is where we spread my parents' ashes. When they passed away, we waited and we put their ashes, they spread out here. And I've already got my spot where I'm gonna spread my ashes when I'm done. So one of the things is, we're still a family operation. We're actually the largest contiguous piece of property in the Sonoma Valley, because our family, we bought the original property in 1904, then now we're 1,850 acres. So for us, family is very important, and fortunately, we're still a family business, and we're one of a very, very few here in the Valley. It is no longer, family operations like it used to be, many years ago. So it's very important for us, passing on the legacy to the next generation. And all the kids, a lot of the kids are still in the wine business or working for other companies, and we want to bring them back here. So we have them out learning from different operations too. So, there's more than one way to skin a cat, as the saying goes. And so the more knowledge that they bring back and work with us, the better. But it's very important for us to pass that legacy down. And the next generation of kids really have that passion. You can see it in them. They're what's very interesting about them on their weekends off, they go out wine tasting and do stuff like that. That's the last thing I want to do. the way I pour is I always like to have the label forward, and you do the twist, and you don't have no drip. And cheers. So what we have here, this is something, one of our classic vineyards we have here on the property. We have over 30 acres of 140-year-old Zinfandel vines. It's one of the largest plantings of it anywhere in the state of California. You don't see old vines like this around, is because, number one, first off, Zinfandel is the only one that the grapes actually get better with age. Other varieties, they lose their tannin structure, whereas Zinfandel is different. You don't need the big heavy tannins. But the thing is, where you don't see them is because you get very small tonnage. And let's face it, we're in today's business as a grower, it's tons per acres, where we're only getting maybe a ton and a half per acre when you should be getting about 6 tons per acre. So economically, it makes no sense financially to have a vineyard like this. How many people do you see that are over 100 years old that are very stout? They're just little brittle things. However, here at Kunde, as you saw, we have over 1,800 acres, 750 of it planted to vine. And everything about us here is about our history. And what better way to have our history and to make a really, really elegant wine, our Century Vine Zinfandel. This is real history. And if you look down here, I've read articles, when you see daylight through a vine, like this, that shows a vine is well over 100 years old. Okay, so this is our Century Vine Zinfandel, one of our finest wines we make, and it's off of these vines 140 years old. Everything we do here is based upon history, of real history, who we're from, where we're from. My great-grandfather had an original winery here. He went to a business college in Santa Rosa, and he got a degree. And this emblem was on the diploma. So being the farm guy, instead of paying a designer, he lifted this off the diploma and made his label around it.